Good afternoon, this is Iaccino coming to you from the CME Group trading floor in Chicago. Talking metals, copper futures. We're going to stay away from the precious metals and go to the base metals as we see copper down over 2%, close to 1.25% in toward the end of the day and finishing on its lows. This is the second straight down day for copper, and it's only the third down over 1.5% day that we've had since mid-October, and it's the biggest down day since mid-November. About November 16th, we saw a pretty decent sell-off. Now, as usual, supply and demand takes precedent in copper more so than other correlating factors, and Chinese interest rates are actually part of the reason for this big sell-off. We've seen a tightening of credit and a rise in Chinese interest rates lately as the government kind of tries to slow down their economy just a touch, and that is really affecting the demand picture and overall demand for copper, especially when you see an interest rate rise in the largest demand country for copper, which is China, because obviously interest rates have quite a bit to do with building. Copper is a huge material in the building process, so you see those Chinese rates go up, you tend to see copper go down, and we approach that sort of $3.08 level that we've seen before. Now, it's probably not an extended down move for copper, even though it is the second straight day, but you really have to watch the Chinese demand picture, because if that does start to weaken substantially more, you will see more of a sell-off for copper. Right now, we're at the breakout area, so we expect it to kind of base a little bit. We don't expect to see a huge rally, but a lot of that also has to do with what happens with the dollar. And the dollar strength is helping to push copper lower. As the dollar gets stronger, copper gets more expensive for foreign buyers. Most of the largest consuming countries of copper are outside the United States. So when the dollar gets stronger, you tend to see demand for copper lighten up as it gets more expensive again for foreign buyers. And this is the second straight day up in the dollar index. Dollar had been trending lower, which was helping to push really all commodities higher, but especially the base metals, as there is that direct correlation between the cost for foreign buyers and the US dollar strength. But again, this two-day strength that we're seeing in the dollar is helping to keep pressure on copper. So copper again lower by a little over 2%, almost 2.25%. This is Iaccino talking base metals, specifically copper futures, from the CME Group trading floor in Chicago.